Well, the big takeaways from our mega exclusive, because before I bring in Hemant Atri, these are 5 big takeaways, ladies and gentlemen, from this multi-part investigation, Confessions of a Gangster, Monday crackdown across various locations, more than 25 locations across northern India, more than 5 or 6 gangs, some startling details, arms, ammunition have been recovered, drugs have been recovered, connections to terror activities have been unearthed. These are what we are given to understand. But today we have the confession of a gangster who's saying this is how it works. Big gangsters in Delhi and Haryana, it's a well-oiled crime network. More importantly, they are operating from perhaps one of the most secure jails in our country. Multiple funding avenues like satta, liquor vends, and of course drug supplies, and of course most importantly extortion. Country-made weapons are passe. They now have state-of-the-art arms available. And these arms are being ferried, they are being made internally, and also they are being smuggled from across the border and then supplied. All the way from Bihar, it is coming into Punjab. From Madhya Pradesh, it is coming into Punjab, Delhi, Haryana. The cost of arms is immaterial. 60,000 rupees to 1 lakh rupees is the cost for a good weapon, and they have the money. Weapons are very, very easy to procure. The contacts are in Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, and in Bihar. Hemant Atri, recently there was talk that there were arms that were being supplied even to terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir, and the supply chain was linked to Azamgarh. It was coming in from Uttar Pradesh. In this case, with the Punjab gangs and Lawrence Bishnoi gang, there is a village in Madhya Pradesh which is at the hotbed of it, and everybody knows it's an open secret कि वहाँ तो arms का खुला बाजार है. So how is it an open secret? What is the DSP, DCP of that particular place doing?
Anandji, there are 2 levels of this whole episode. One is within the country and the other one is outside the country. The latest phenomena that is coming out is the drone technology through which they are throwing not only weapons of high grade, like in the Sidhu Moosewala case, you find AK-47 was used by the gangsters. That is point number 1. Number 2, how they are operating. Yesterday's operation was very well-planned operation by the police based on very, very specific inputs like the terrorists sitting in Australia, Pakistan and Canada. What are they doing? Anand, first of all, we have to understand the modus operandi of how they are operating it. See, these gangsters, there are 700 each almost shooters in Lawrence Bishnoi gang, and the same number of gangsters, almost 700 in Bambiha group. They are mainly 2 gangsters operating. They are operating as a syndicate, point number 1. Number 2, how they are operating. See, they are getting weapons from outside. And that was the specific operation yesterday during the investigation of Sidhu Moosewala gangsters. What they found, that they were directly operated from Canada. Same was the case in Pakistan. The Punjab police headquarter case, once you must be aware of, Punjab police headquarter was attacked with a grenade, with a rocket launcher rather. In that particular case, a terrorist name has come from Pakistan, along with one Deepak, who has recently been arrested after so many months. Now the thing is, why they are doing it? Issue is very simple. These gangsters need 2 kinds of protection. One, they need high-class weapons first. And if at all they need, they want to shift out of this country to safer havens like UAE, Gulf, Malaysia and many other countries.
A lot of them are looking to go to Central Asia and then from there on make other identity.
So there is a quid pro quo. The anti-national elements sitting in Australia, in Canada, in Pakistan and so many other countries, what they are doing? They basically want to smuggle drugs. They want to get target killings. They can also get them involved into terrorist activity like bomb blast. You will be shocked to know, Anand, in last 1 month, 2 trenches of RTX have been recovered from a state like Haryana.
Yes.
Only yesterday, let me remind you, Anand, during this investigation of NIA, when raids were going on, 1.5 kg of RDX along with detonators was, captured from Kathal. Kathal is the heartland of Haryana.
Correct.
And a few months back, if you recollect, the same amount was recovered from Kurukshetra. So that's Kurukshetra. And the case is still to be cracked. The issue is, How they are able to get it? That is through drone technology. So our paramilitary border forces, they have to be alert also to that extent as far as
No, and
sophisticated
even,
weapons.
even if it is coming inside, what we saw when they were arrested in Karnal, the fact is that they are given latitude and longitude codes. कि भाई यहाँ कुछ पड़ा होगा, आप इसको उठाओ और इस latitude longitude code में जाके आप drop करो. So each one is like a blockchain. They are developing a blockchain, so one doesn't know the other. You catch one, you still don't know who the other is and how it came. The RDX was used in the court in Ludhiana. Rocket launcher was used to attack the intelligence wing of the Punjab police. So imagine what kind of sophisticated weaponry these people have. So this katta, tamancha and all is lexicon of the past. They don't talk in that language anymore. They are talking about AK-47, M14s, M16s and they are talking about rocket launchers. That's the kind of weaponry. Now we've got a reaction from the Delhi Police Special Cell Commissioner. So we'll go back to Anvit after we listen to what Mr. Dhaliwal has to say. He says in the last few months our teams have worked very proactively and all notable gangsters are inside jail.